Sutra se navršava 25 godina od potpisivanja Dejtonskog mirovnog sporazuma u Parizu. Iz rata s puškama pređo smo u verbalni rat u miru. Nakon 25 godina mira međunarodna zajednica sve glasnije traži promjene. Među prvima traži se promjena Dejtona i njegovo prilagođavanje novim okolnostima. Međunarodna zajednica naglašava da je mir očuvan, ali je vrijeme da se naprave novi ključni koraci za budućnost. Sinoć je u Sarajevu održana ceremonija povodom 25. godišnjice potpisivanja Dejtona, na kojoj su se obratili aktuelni, ali i bivši predstavnici međunarodne zajednice koji su učestvovali u kreiranju postratnih politika u Bosni i Hercegovini.
Dejton je omogućio dvije stvari. Prvo mir, a drugo da imamo jednu Bosnu i Hercegovinu, a koja je poslije Dejtona dobila novo unutrašnje uređenje sa entitetima i sa kantonima. Imamo jednu Bosnu i Hercegovinu za sve, gdje ima mjesta za sve, a kao što znate, kad čelijad nije besna, kuća nije tesna. Ali mir je samo početak. Treba da zajedno gradimo dalje.
U 25 godina koje su iza nas, uz pomoć međunarodne zajednice, učinjeno je mnogo. I možemo slobodno reći da je Dejtonski mirovni sporazum velikim dijelom ispunio svoju prvobitnu zadaću.
Sada je vrijeme da se naprave naredni koraci, ključni za budućnost. Kako bismo to uradili, moramo unaprijediti sporazum, jer namjera nikada nije bila da bude vječan. Njegovi nedostaci moraju i mogu biti popravljeni.
I dalje su potrebni napori da se ostvari iskreno pomirenje, što se naročito gleda kroz odavanje počasti svim žrtvama, odbijanje revizionizma u istoriji. Vrijeme je da se Bosna i Hercegovina odlučno okrene prema zajedničkoj budućnosti.
Evropske integracije mogu pomoći ovoj zemlji da riješi anomalije Dejtonskog sistema. Vlasti moraju napraviti odlučnije korake ka tom cilju i to čim prije. Uvjereni smo da je značajan korak može i treba ostvariti naredne godine na prelasku iz postkonfliktne faze u fazu pristupanja EU, od Dejtona ka Briselu. Europa je već tu. Sada je vrijeme za EU.
I still mourn that it took us as long as it did to unify all of Bosnia's friends to stop the killing, and that it took the awful genocide of Srebrenica to stir all the NATO members to action. But now, 25 years later, I am more grateful that the peace we negotiated at Dayton is held. Reconciliation is not a finite process. It's something you must begin again and again, day after day, year after year. As President Izetbegovic once said, even the most imperfect peace is better than the continuation of war. He was right then and right today.
Building a future of peace requires dealing with the past. It means acknowledging the horrific crimes that were committed during the war. These crimes should never be forgotten, nor should the ideology of the perpetrators be celebrated. Hate speech or narratives of mistrust and fear have no place in an inclusive, peaceful Bosnia and Herzegovina. Political, religious and community leaders, educators, civil society, the media and all the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina have a critical part to play in moving forward together from a difficult past. This requires empathy, understanding and respect. As we face the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, let us come together to build a more just, green and resilient Bosnia and Herzegovina. To the youth in the country, I say, no contribution will be as valuable as yours.
We cannot and must not return to the past. Compromise may be difficult, but it is vital if the citizens of this country are to have the lives they deserve. NATO will continue to support Bosnia and Herzegovina, but the future is in your own hands. With unity, determination, and with compromise, great things can be achieved.
That the future of Bosnia and Herzegovina lies in the European Union. This is our common goal and commitment. To achieve this objective, the political leadership of this country will have to take its responsibilities to act in order to make possible the reforms that the country needs. Becoming member of the European Union remains a key objective for the people of this country.
For the sake of young people and future generations, we must keep working for a society where people can live together, united in diversity, in an environment that offers hope, prosperity, and stability. We must continue to provide them with the competencies they need to participate actively in a democratic culture and to further promote and protect human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. We must keep the promise.
The integrity, unity, and sovereignty of Bosnia and Herzegovina is crucial for Turkey. It is also a key element for maintaining peace and stability in the Balkans and beyond. Therefore, we support efforts to improve regional cooperation for prosperity in the region. We also support Bosnia and Herzegovina's progress towards Euro-Atlantic integration. The achievements of Dayton have been remarkable. That said, many things have changed in the last quarter of the century. Therefore, we need to adapt to new realities. And we need to have a better functioning system that will increase the welfare of all citizens of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Bosnia and Herzegovina has the opportunity to realize the promise of peace by fulfilling its Euro-Atlantic potential. This means an improved economy that provides the jobs needed to anchor young people in the country and enable innovation and entrepreneurship. This means improvements in rule of law and countering corruption, as well as local and state governments that reliably provide services to the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The international community stands ready to help achieve this future if Bosnia and Herzegovina's leaders will take the actions to realize it. We encourage Bosnia and Herzegovina's presidency and political party leaders to come together to make real, tangible progress on the steps needed to achieve EU candidate status. This is in the interest of all citizens of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
The Dayton Peace Agreement remains the foundation for the continued successful existence of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Ladies and gentlemen, 25 years ago, the Russian Federation witnessed the signing of the Dayton Agreement. Today, we remain committed to its consistent implementation. As one of the guarantors, we advocate strict observance of the principles of international law which form its core. Any eventual changes to the document can only be made on the basis of consensual agreement of the three constituent peoples and both entities.
And if there is one disappointment over these years, it is that the leaders of Bosnia have not been used. All of the possibilities that are within the agreement, within the constitution, and within the process of European integration. Far too many of them have for far too long seen peace more as a continuation of war by other means. And as we look towards the future, I think we will also recognize that it's by working together in Bosnia, in the region, in Europe, and wider, that we can build a better world together.
The European Union Special Representative's office in Sarajevo has grown to one of the largest and most powerful European missions worldwide, second in size only to the important OSCE mission in Bosnia. It is my sincere conviction that the next streamlining of the international presence in Bosnia is long overdue. Today, Bosnia is surrounded by European Union members and candidate countries only. The Euro-Atlantic security umbrella has successfully incorporated the region. Now, local ownership and responsibility, including reconciliation and good neighborly relations, must be promoted, rooted in an active civil society engaged in peaceful civil disobedience if necessary.
I'm following the situation in Bosnia since 1993 and can only repeat, Dayton turned Bosnia into a state which is impossible to govern. Very complicated state structure with several levels of government was intended 25 years ago to safeguard the interests of the three largest ethnic groups in the country. In practice, however, Bosnia stuck in a dead-end road. Ownership doesn't work. International community is not doing the necessary steps. Dayton was made to stop the war, not to stay as it is forever. Dayton needs to be changed as it is clearly dysfunctional. So far, however, this has proved to be impossible. No amendment proposal has made to a parliament since April package 2006 because the representatives of the three biggest ethnic groups are unable to agree.
So 25 years after Dayton, a lot of work remains unfinished. And despite several serious attempts, the Dayton Constitution is yet to be changed, reflecting the judgments of international and domestic courts. Dear all, Bosnia and Herzegovina deserves and needs a positive and credible vision to which its people, regardless of their respective identities, can relate. And as they say, the future is now.